How we doing today, man? We close out another week. I don't know about you guys, but this week felt really, really short. I don't know. I guess we did have the day off on Monday, but it felt like a really quick week. I think it was because there's no real drama. There's no real drama, right? We just, on the Express account, we did well this week. I'm really happy with a winning week for the first time this month, besides the first week. But we didn't get the trade. Cruise on this week, FOMC week, just didn't see any trade I liked. Really happy with the progress I made this month. A lot of you guys, mostly trolls, like to say that I don't make any progress. I made a lot of progress this month. This month of May, I learned a lot. I turned 21. I went on a vacation, and I was disciplined 1 week, not taking a whole trade. When have you ever seen me not take a trade all week? When have you ever seen that? That's improvement, right? Again, the 28th, we didn't take a trade on the 28th. That's improvement, right? We didn't trade every day this week. We took 3 trades this week. It says 7, but this was a 3 partial trade and a 3 partial trade and a 1 trade. So we took 3 trades this week. I am really happy with the progress I've made this month. Really happy. We end the month negative $542, but the account is negative 559, and we're bringing it back slowly chipping away at that loss. So, and again, if we didn't have this nightmare week, we'd be pretty good, right? And again, you can't just remove the loss, right? Like add this much to our balance. If we did add this to the balance, we would be really close to a payout. So, but that would be cool. But that's just not trading, right? That's not trading. What else happened? We got another Express account this month, which is really cool. Yeah, a really good month. I'm really happy with this month. I'm really happy with how it went. It wasn't my best month ever, but we made a lot of improvement. We learned a lot. We got a lot better. And we made fewer mistakes on the green end than we normally do. And we're starting to just track more data, right? I told you guys the other day I'm tracking data on if I were to how to hold my trades. So today we actually found out that, or so far we haven't done the one yesterday. I'll show you guys this live in a second, but not keep talking first. But yeah, I'm tracking the stats on if I go to 1-to-1s or 2-to-1s. I should just make this 1-to-1 because I'm not doing 2-to-1s. And I can track 2-to-1s. So let's do this own category for 2-to-1s. A separate time. Okay, I'll do this all on the back end later, but I'm tracking the stats, right? I'm tracking what happens if I go to 1-to-1. So these 3 trades I took this week, I should actually be up $600 if I traded $200 risk every time, risk 1-to-1. I'd be up $600. If I would have held my entire trade to draw on liquidity, I would have made. Let's see if I would have made anything on that trade yesterday. Yesterday we would have made draw on liquidity. We didn't really have a clear draw on liquidity, and I guess it would have been a $0 trade because it would have never got up to this high or this high. So we would have, I guess, made no money on that trade, which is why holding to the draw on liquidity is kind of bad, because not bad, but you just never guaranteed. So on a trade we actually took, right? And this is how I'm documenting this. Right? I would have got in here, stop would have been here. We would have held to this high, and we would have made no money because we've been stopped out break even. And that's cool. So we would have made $0 again on that trade. So we'd be up on all of them because we didn't lose, right? We didn't lose at all. Where would we have taken partials? We would have taken partials at this high, at this fair value gap right here, and then gone break even. And then I'd probably take another partial out at the top of this gap. So loosely, we'd have had 3 micros on this trade, I believe. Yeah, we had 3 micros. So we would have loosely gotten around. Did I even put this in? This might not be the right one. No, it's not the right one. Dang it. I'll take care of this off video, right? This is boring, right? But what was the trade we took today, right? What was the trade we took today? And what was the mistake? Because I did make a mistake today. I did make a mistake. I cannot lie to you guys. I made a mistake. Not a big one. Not a small one, but not a life-changing mistake. Okay, before I go into this, what have I been really happy with this week? I have been I have been very selective with the trades I take. With the trades I have taken. I've been very selective, and I'm very happy about that because I won all the trades I took this week. I win 100%. That doesn't happen. Hasn't happened in a while. And I'm really happy with that because it's showing improvement, right? I'm not just jumping into anything. I'm not FOMOing. I'm waiting for something I'm really confident in. And again, we missed maybe 1 or 2 trades this week that I really would have liked to have taken. The short right at open yesterday, and then the long/short on Tuesday. I didn't get trades on those, right? But didn't change too much. What was the trade today? Well, the trade today was a pretty internal model. We were rejecting this gap right here. We reswept near open, I believe. This is market open, so we reswept this high. These equal highs, reswept, inversion, trade down, trade into the inversion, displace, order block, trade to the order block, invert this 1 minute here. I didn't enter off this. Would have been fine if you entered here. Would have stalled around a little bit. What did I enter off of? I waited for the 2 minute, I believe. I waited for the 2 minute. So as soon as this 2 minute candle closed, I really liked this trade. But I didn't have the utmost conviction. I'll go through why not. So I took it with 1 micro NQ contract. 1 micro NQ contract, risking around like 30 points. We'll see on the video. And I was going to target this low. I was going to. And then I end up closing the trade. So I'll just pull up the video and explain it so we can all see. And I thought I heard you. I don't think we got it on this one. Yeah, we didn't. We didn't. I was live today, so everyone that was in the live stream got to see me make this mistake live, so they already know what it was. And that can't be it either. I think this was the only one. Okay, here it is. This was the trade. Yay, 60 bucks. Which I'll take. It chips away at the drawdown, right? I'm happy with it. But what was the mistake? So I was hesitant because of the chop. I was very hesitant to get this trade because of the chop. We were chopping, but I really liked this 2 minute gap holding really strong. I really liked, even though we were chopping, I really liked that this wick came in, really strong rejection, and really strong closed with these wicks. So I really liked this inversion here, and I was going to go break even at this low. So I entered with no hesitation, which was good. I was risking 82 bucks, so we actually did make less than we were risking technically, but you know, it's cool, right? We instantly start dropping, so the trade looks kind of nice, right? There's my break-even point. It doesn't end up grabbing the break-even right away. Kind of snaps back up a little bit, but still looks really good. Looks really, really good. We actually got no drawdown now that I think about it. And then we go. I don't go break-even right when you see me drag it down. Watch. So I don't let go until I let go of the position. Right here, it's not there. Right. The stop loss is still up here, but I'm holding it. We make equal lows. I thought we tagged it. We didn't, but I was like, cool, I'll just leave this anyways. I'm fine leaving it. If it stopped me out, it stopped me out. And I was like, cool. But I thought we tagged the low. We didn't. We end up tagging it here in a second. We end up tagging it here. Really strong close. I will be at break even regardless anyways. So we're at break even now anyways if we were holding the trade. And at this point, the trade looks good. And it's running. And it's doing its thing. And I let it trade, and then I just kind of scare myself out of the trade, right? We made this mistake before. Would have never actually hit my take profit, so I guess we technically came out ahead, but we didn't actually really come out ahead. Again, I've been going for 1-to-1s though, so we would have hit the 1-to-1 anyways. So, but yeah, I should have taken profit at this low right here. And again, you see me drag it up. I was going to take profit this low. If we were just waited, it would have got there. But we ended up closing the trade. I thought I was closing it for more. I thought I was closing it for like 70 bucks. And I ended up closing it for like 62. So, again, that doesn't really matter. That's not really the important piece. But I ended up closing the trade. I kind of had a feeling that we weren't going to take this low. Again, I'm not going to go off feeling. But I kind of had a weird feeling we weren't going to grab this low. But I could have easily targeted this and gotten like a 100 or 48 point move. And yeah, I would have either been break even if I held for this, or I would have made a little bit of money. Who knows, right? So good trade. I really like the entry. I really like the idea behind the entry. And then we end up putting an SMT at this low with ES, and then news comes out at 10. This news here gets a really nice inversion. This is another really good setup for the day. I didn't take this though because I locked my account. As soon as I took this trade and I closed it early, I locked my account. Why did I do that? Well, I was already making emotional decisions. Why? Because I closed the trade early. So I'm already making bad decisions. So what was I going to do? I'm going to lock the trade out or the account out because I'm already making bad decisions. I'm already making emotional decisions. I'm already showing fearfulness in my trades. I didn't have much confidence, conviction. Part of it was coming into Friday. I was talking about it on the live stream. I came into the day almost scared. I came into the day knowing that I was up on the week and I didn't really want to lose it because it was such a good week. So I just came in with a lot of unnecessary, unreasonable anxiety into the trading week. Yawn. I came into the day with a lot of unnecessary anxiety. Anxiety of losing, taking a bad trade, getting chopped up, blowing my daily loss limit. A lot of stuff that isn't trading. And that's what I want to mainly emphasize today. A lot of stuff that happens during trading isn't trading. It's just how do you react to mental challenges, right? A mental challenge is you're down on the week. How do you react to that next day, that next session? You're up on the week. How do you react to that next trade that you lose? If you close a trade early and it runs to take profit, how do you react? It's all reaction based, and that's where I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what will happen if XYZ happens. What will happen if my first trade's a loss? I'm afraid to lose because I don't know how I will respond. Not because I don't know what I should do, right? Either take another A+ setup or get off. That's what I should do, but I'm not confident that I will do it all the time. And that lack of confidence and lack of trust in me following my rules causes me to have anxiety into the day. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared to get chopped up. I'm so scared to lose. All these different battles that we have in trading only come because I'm afraid. Only because I don't know how I'm going to react. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Until they lose a trade, everyone has a plan. So when you get into that trade and you lose on the day, what do? Do you chase your losses back? What do you do when you're down on the week? What do you do when it's the last day of the month and you're down on the month by $50? And you want that green day, or you're down on the day $50, or you only made $120 and you want that extra 80 for the payout. How do you react, right? That's trading. That's the question you have to ask yourself and be good at is how am I going to react? How am I going to react? In certain situations that trading will put you through, how do you react? And right now, I am not operating at a 100% level. I can get there, I can get better, but I'm not operating at the optimal 100% best of my abilities, right? I'm not operating there yet. So the next trade that I saw, I would never have taken this because, again, another thing I want to emphasize is this trade ends up being beautiful. A 2-minute inversion, perfect trade. You could have got the retap, right? Really, really nice trade. Runs up and eventually gets out this high, right? Would have been a really nice trade. Why would I be happy to never take this trade? Right? Looks like, oh, we have an SMT, we have a displacement candle, we have some liquidity, we can go break even right here. Why do I not like this trade? I don't like this trade because it's not exactly what I want to see. And just because a trade works doesn't mean that you have to feel bad about missing it, right? I would only want to take this trade if this low gets taken. That's it. And because that's my stipulation, I don't care. I don't care that we didn't take this low and then ran up. I don't care because I want something I'm confident in. I don't need a trade every day, every single move. I just need us. I just found something out and that's why I kind of like pause there. Look, I have this magnet on. If I want the magnet not to be there, I just hold command and I can draw wherever without the magnet and then I turn the magnet back on and it sticks. That is cool. Wow, okay, I just learned that. Anyways, if a trade, okay, what I'm trying to say is, let me say it directly to you. If the trade is not exactly what you want to see, I don't care if it looks like it could work. Why? Because yeah, I see this trade. Oh wow, SMT, inversion, really strong displacement. Oh, this could work. Oh, it did work. Every single trade that you're tempted by always looks like it can work. You never get tempted by a trade that you don't think can work. I'm not tempted to take a short when I see this. I'm not tempted, oh my gosh, I really want to short this. I'm not getting tempted to short. I'm getting tempted the long though, but it doesn't mean that I should be taking it. Even though it worked. And why not? because it wasn't exactly what I wanted to see. And that's when you jump into bad trades. That's when you take a bad entry. That's when you take a trade that you look back and you lose and you're like, it was my model, but it wasn't really what I wanted to see. And why do you even take that trade in the first place? Because it's kind of your model, because it's an inversion. But it wasn't exactly what you want to see. And why do you impulsively take setups? You impulsively take setups because you don't trust that your model is going to show up exactly how you want it. You don't trust that you're going to see exactly what you want to see in the marketplace. So you just take something that's good enough. This trade's good enough. Let me get in. And sometimes you win the good enough trades, right? Because you probably, if you have the right draw on liquidity, if you reading the chart well, you're probably going to be right. But probably, right? Oh, this trade's probably going to work. Oh, this trade's probably going to run, right? And then you lose and you ask yourself, why did I take this trade? It's because you didn't wait for exactly what you wanted to see. You say, you know what, right? I still think that we're going to go higher. We're in this 15-minute gap. If we inverse this 1 minute, and this ironically looks pretty good, but if we inverse this 1 minute, you know what? I don't see exactly what I want to see. I don't like the price action. I don't like the time of day. We're not on the macro. But you know what? I'm going to take this trade because it'll probably work, right? Because I haven't seen my A+ setup. And then you wait 20 minutes later. Well, like let's see this. This setup's a lot better than one over here, right? Let's just say you took this. Well, you were saying, oh, I'm going to take this inversion, right? Why? Because there's equal highs over here. We're in a 15-minute gap or whatever. Cool, I'm going to take this inversion. And then it doesn't work. But you're only taking this. It's not beautiful, right? We don't have anything beautiful. Now, if you were to get inversion, why is this so much better? Because you have the low resistance liquidity right here. And then you get a nice inversion. And you get a beautiful trade. Maybe the 2 minute even opens up, right? And then you get this. This looks so much better than this. And you waste your ammo. You waste your shots taking trades here, right? And again, if this is your model, it's your model. But I'm saying just for me. You're wasting your opportunities here, losing, taking unnecessary paper cups here, and then your model shows up. The perfect textbook setup. And we had a really, really good day of this the other day, for an example. And I need to show you guys this example because it's just too perfect. It's just too perfect of an example. Where was it? Here, right? I took a short here. Why? Because I didn't trust that my A+ model would show up. I took this short. It looks all right. It could go down here, but I didn't wait for the A+ model. And what was the A+ model? We get the confirmation displacement. We make equal highs right here. We make equal highs, right? Wow, on the MNQ chart, it didn't get up there. That's crazy. We get the inversion, and then we trade to this high, right? And then we didn't actually get that. What else? We have another A+ model where we have low resistance liquidity here. And we have an SMT at these highs. ES took out the high, NQ didn't. We get a perfect 2 minute inversion. You get in, stop above the high, and it runs to the low, right? A+ setups. But what happened before? I got chopped up taking a trade here, chasing the market, right? Chasing the market here, instead of just taking and waiting for the A+ model to present. Because sometimes you miss the first A+, and you say, well, I'm going to take the next one, even if it's not as good. And that's the cycle that I've been in, and a lot of you guys probably sit in for a long time. It's just being in a cycle of taking bad trades and losing, right? So that's all I really wanted to talk about today in the video. I appreciate everyone that uses my code Diego and Alpha Futures. And Apex, right? I appreciate everyone that's run up the code. It really means a lot to me. It really helps me out. Not going to sit here and talk about that all day like I did yesterday. I talked a lot of it in the video, but I really do appreciate you guys. I really do. I want you guys to know that I really, really, really appreciate it. Like, it means a lot because you could pick anyone else. You could pick someone that you like a lot more than you like me. I'm sure there's a lot of people. I'm sure I'm nobody's favorite influencer, so I really appreciate it. Also, the Champions League finals tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that. Comment who you guys want to see win. I'm leaning Inter, man. I'm happy either way. I'm not really like a hater of either team. I'm happy if Inter win though. I like some of the guys on Inter. I like the PSG team though, so it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a really fun final to watch. I'm probably just gonna bet on the underdog, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun to watch. I'm really excited. And then yeah, man, I'm excited for this weekend. But I'm excited to get back into the charts and keep going, man. We're making some progress. We're doing our thing. And I'm really happy with it. Happy with the month of May, man. What a beautiful month. My birthday month. Shout out anyone birthdays in May, man. I'm happy with this month. I think I've learned a lot. I think I've got a lot better, regardless of what some people like to say. But yeah, man, we'll be back on in June. I'll see you guys all in June, man. It's crazy. It's already June. How is it already the 6th month of the year? We're halfway through the month. In 15 days, we're halfway through the year. That is crazy. That is crazy. So make this year good. Make June your best month of the year, right? Make it the best month so far of the year. And then July even better. And then August even better, right? Let's get this, man. Let's get this. Let's keep it going. Let's keep getting better. Let's get to where we want to be. We're good, man. We're going to do it. We're going to make it. We all will succeed. We all, say it with me, man. We will all succeed, man. All right. I will see you guys. Let's do this in verse. This would be nice. I will see you guys in the next one, man. Please like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, if you watch my videos all the time, even if you hate me, subscribe to me, man. Just subscribe. Just boost the channel, boost the algo, right? Help me out, man. Help me out. But I appreciate all you guys for real, and I'll see you guys next week. Man, I'm so bad at goodbyes, man. I'm so bad at goodbyes. I don't want to end the video, but I have to. I'll see you guys next week, man. Hopefully you guys had a good day. Hopefully you guys had a good week. Let me know how May was for you guys. And yeah, man, hopefully you guys have some plans for the weekend. Get outside, tell someone you love them, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.